My name is Steve Downing. I'm a retired Deputy Chief of Police for the Los Angeles Police Department. I was very involved at the time with narcotic enforcement when Nixon announced the war on drugs. My first-hand experience taught me that it's a useless policy and it's a very damaging policy. We've incarcerated 43 million people. We've ruined hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lives, thousands of lives, by branding people as drug users. We've denied thousands of young people the opportunity to go to school through Pell Grants. With the prohibition of drugs, we've diverted our law enforcement and criminal justice resources away from public safety matters. When I started in the drug enforcement business, our goals was to reduce the flow of drugs into this country, to reduce addiction, and to do all those good things. It never happened, and it's created even a greater divide between poor people, people of color, and the affluent who run the banks and commit crimes every day, but who are never touched. While we have some poor schlep with a marijuana cigarette getting 10 years in prison. It just makes no sense. Our law enforcement people have become addicted to the money that flows from the federal government into local coffers through drug enforcement.
So how do local cops get federal funding? According to a 2011 report by the Brennan Center for Justice, the two biggest federal grant programs require local sheriffs to report their numbers of arrests and convictions, among other data, to apply for federal dollars. The DOJ takes this data and calculates the amount of money doled out to states and localities. Local sheriffs have learned how to game the system by pumping up their numbers. After the economic crash of 2008, local police forces faced budget shortfalls. So the DOJ pumped an additional $2 billion into the COPS program to help retain and hire more police officers nationwide. In 2009, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department received over $12 million from the COPS program to hire 50 police officers over the course of 3 years. One of those hires was Deputy Dan Zipperstein.
First tattoo?